All right, I'm going to go over the transformations project. We have already done step one. We did that yesterday. We did step one yesterday, but I'm going to repeat this once more. It says you will need to draw a detailed pre-image, a shape of some sort. We chose to do a heart. In my example, I chose a heart. You choose whatever shape you would like to use. Some people chose a heart, and that is fine. The only thing that I caution you with is please don't do the same transformation that I'm showing you to do. Do your own transformation, okay? Your pre-image must be in quadrant one. This is quadrant one, okay? Just in case you forget, this is quadrant two. This is at the bottom is quadrant three, and this is quadrant four, okay? All right, so your pre-image needs to be in quadrant one only. This is your pre-image. It should be in quadrant one only. Any questions about that? Okay. Step one also says that you need to write the coordinates in the transformations project data sheet. That's on the second page. That's just page right here. So you list your points here, and you should have at least 10 points, and that'll take you all the way to J. So you should have up to J points. Questions about that? Okay. All right. The second step, I'm going to move to the second step. It's actually on the third page after the table. The second and third step are on the same page. The second step is to perform a translation. A translation is to slide. So we're going to perform a translation to a different quadrant. You can move your picture to quadrant. You move whichever quadrant you want to. I'm going to just move mine over to quadrant two, but you can move it to quadrant uh, three or quadrant four, as long as it's all the way in that quadrant. Okay? Shouldn't be hanging out of the quadrant. Make your slide so that your picture is all the way in either quadrant two, three, or four. Questions about that? Okay. Remember, you can always watch this video again if you get lost or stuck. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a slide. It says label your points. Write the directions of the rule for the translation that you made below. So we're going to write the directions here. Then we're going to write the word translations in the next column on the transformation sheet. On the transformations project data sheet. That's that table. Then we're going to write our points there. Okay, that's where we're going to write our points. So let's do the directions first. I'm going to choose to go back to the picture. See, I'm going to move it all the way over here. And so this is over 10, 11 spaces. So I'm going to at least move it maybe 12 units to the left. So that's what my transformation is going to be. I'm going to move my 12 units to the left. When you do yours, you can move 12 units to the left and 2 units up or 3 units down or however you want to do it. Okay? So here, my translation directions are going to be to move 12 units left. Okay, 12 units left. The rule for 12 units left looks like this. X, Y in parentheses, the arrow, and since I'm moving to the left, that's minus, so it's X minus 12, and I didn't move up or down, so I just put Y, and that's going to be my rule. So that's how I write my rule. Questions about that? You cannot use mine. You can use a different one. You can use 12 units to the left and 1 unit up or 1 unit down, but you cannot use this one. You have to make your own. All right, so now I'm going to just move all of my points 12 units to the left, and I'm going to write my ordered pairs in this table. Okay, so let's move my points. Move them. This is I's right here. I'm going to move it 12 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is I prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is J prime. One tick mark because this is my first transformation. H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is H prime. G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is G prime. F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is F prime. E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is E prime. D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is D prime. C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is C prime. And then B and A is left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is B prime. And then A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is A prime. So when I connect these, you can see that this object has just moved, shifted 12 units to the left. So that's what I'm going to write up here is my translation. And this is my rule. What did I say? X minus 12, comma, Y. Okay. Any questions about that? To resume. Sorry. Don't forget to take and write these ordered pairs down in the chart. So A is right here at -6 and 11. So I went to the left 6 times and up 11. So A prime, which I forgot to put the dot there, is -6, and this is translation. A is -6 and +11. Okay. Questions about that? All right. And I write down all of my points there. Yes, babe. Go ahead. Oh, yes. I can send a video on remind. If I forget, just text me. All right. This is step 3. Step 3 says perform a rotation. Rotation is to turn. So you're going to choose to turn the object Okay, you're going to choose to make a turn, and it says label the points, then write the directions and the rule for rotation that you've made below. Okay, all right, so, and then write rotation in that top box like I did with translation on the project data sheet page. Don't forget to write those ordered pairs on the data sheet page. Label your work correctly. For this second move, you need to make sure that you put 2 tick marks instead of 1. So it'll be A prime prime or A with 2 tick marks, because this is going to be the second time that I move A. Questions about that? For B, it's going to be the same way. You're going to have 2 tick marks for B because this is going to be the second time that you move B, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to go back to my picture, and I'm going to decide which one of these quadrants do I now want to move it to. Okay, so I'm going to move it. I'm going to choose to do I want to move it to maybe this quadrant right here, and then I'll flip it over here. So since I want to move it to this quadrant, that's going to be I could either move to the left or to the right, so I need to make a decision. I'm going to move it to the right, so that's clockwise. So I'm going to go clockwise um, one time, okay, and I'm going to do clockwise 2 times. All right, so that moves it to this. So that's 2 times a turn is going to be 180. So I'm going to move it 180 degrees. Okay, so to move it 180 degrees, see, 1, 2. I'm going to write that as my rule. Because remember, when you do 180, it doesn't matter if you're moving it to the left or to the right, it's going to land in the same place. So I'm going to move 180 degrees. The rule for 180 degrees is going to be, and we wrote that in our notes. Let me see if I have my paper back up for you. Well, no worries. Your rule for that is going to be you just change your X and your Y. You just change the sign of X and Y. This is the easiest rule. This is the easiest one. So all this means, the meaning of this, and we wrote this down before, is that you are going to change the sign of both X and Y. Okay? So my new points, this is really easy. My new points when I do rotation, and I'm going to put rotation right here. It's 180 degrees. All I'm doing is changing X and Y. So this is going to be A prime prime, 2 tick marks, parentheses. Since this is a negative 6, it's going to be a positive 6. Since this is a positive 11, it's going to be a negative 11. And this is my new location for A. Questions about that? All right, I'm going to pause for the call.